Good afternoon. Today has been designated as Senior Day here at THS. It is a time to honor the parents of our senior soccer players. We are particularly indebted to the parents of these young people for the fine support they have given the team and our school. At this time, we would like the parents and athletes of each of our senior soccer parents to walk to midfield as I announce their names. Number 6, Venish Patel. Venish is the son of Nisha and Ankur Patel. During high school, he has participated in soccer and CEO. His favorite memory was beating North Mac 7-1, and he plans to attend college upon graduation. Number 6, Venish Patel. Number 14, Anthony Reveco. Anthony is the son of Bob and Christine Reveco. During high school, he has participated in soccer, St. Mary's Youth Group, NHS, TommyTV, CEO, and Purple Rain. His favorite memory is eating with the team at B-Dubs after the Muhammad Seymour game last year. His future plans are to attend a 4-year university to study business and communications. Anthony Reveco. Number 16, Wade Sorrell. Wade is the son of Shane and Sarah Sorrell. During high school, he's participated in FFA, National Honor Society, FCA, CEO, TommyTV, and Purple Rain. His favorite memory is watching Johnny's goal last season against Vandalia. Future plans are to go into the Air National Guard and then go to a 4-year university. Wade Sorrell. Last but not least, number 18, Jacob Franklin. Jacob is the son of Trevor and Emily Franklin. During high school, he's participated in FCA, NHS, baseball, CEO, and soccer. His favorite memory is making the switch to defense and winning at North Mac. And his future plans include to attend SIUE to study civil engineering. Jacob Franklin. I'd like to extend a thank you to these parents and soccer players for their participation at THS over the last 4 years. Let's have one big round of applause for the 24-25 THS boys soccer seniors. And now let's meet the starters. First for the visiting team, Vandalia Vandals. In goal, number 30, Gavin Renfro. Number 1, Justin Blunt. Number 4, Brody Emmerich. Number 6, Dexter Culpepper. Number 8, Cole Durbin. Number 9, Artan Mustafa. Number 10, Isaac Sacken. Number 11, Faith Duplay. Number 15, Dominic Carroll. Number 20, Riker Emmerich. And number 23, Charlie Bowles. Head coach is Austin Durbin, assisted by Gabe Emmerich. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the home team, the Taylorville Tornadoes. In goal, 00, Brody Garrett. Number 2, Ben Peabody. Senior, number 6, Vinesh Patel. Number 7, Adam Cunnington. Number 8, John Martinson. Number 11, Lincoln Coffey. Number 13, Isaac Orr. Number 14, Senior, Anthony Reveco. Number 16, Senior, Wade Sorrell. And number 18, Senior, Jacob Franklin. And number 30, Jace McMillan. Head coach is Tim Carbeck, assisted by Nate Howard, Carla Collado, and tonight's honorary head coach, Des DeClerc.
Hello, Tornado Nation. Welcome to the Tavo Turf for our soccer matchup between the Vandalia Bengals and the Taylorville Tornadoes. Tonight has been designated as senior night for our 4 boys: Anthony Riveco, Vinesh Bertel, and Wade Sorrell, and Jacob Franklin. Wade Sorrell over there with the touch, and then the ball has been sent onto the main field. And then Taylorville quickly kicking it out as substitution will be made. And Wade Sorrell gets a huge round of applause. And Noah Barnes will take his spot. Now the ball will replaced by the officials, then sent it up by Vinesh Bertel for Taylorville, then number 1 trying to get it with Noah Barnes over there, and then the ball being kicked towards the visitor sideline and then got kicked out of bounds. And then the ball got tossed in and kicked it out of bounds again. Taylorville will set to their end. And then the ball being tossed in to Jace McMillan. McMillan trying to kick it upfield, but hit one of the players. onto
Right at the 50-yard line on the opposite end. I don't know why they always leave it right there, but it's like right by the opposite line.
into the foot,
She just moved back to the fence.
and then
Thank you.
the ball being retrieved. And then the ball is being kicked. Ben Peabody still dribbling with it, sending it up to Noah Barnes. And then Noah Barnes trying to give it to Jace McMillan. And then to Vanish Bertel to senior Anthony Riveco. Riveco stopped with the ball and then still dribbling with it, heading up. This is another senior, Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody makes a quick move and then takes a shot at it. And then the ball is still in the Taylorville zone. Now it's popped up by Vandalia. Then two players chasing after Vanish Bertel, and Ben Peabody gets it, and then right through Anthony's foot, and then the goalie grabbed it for Taylorville. Taylorville almost had a goal there. They were trying to set up a goal there for Anthony Riveco. Now the ball being stopped. Ben Peabody has it, and then Ben Peabody looking to set it to Anthony Riveco. He sends it, and then gets kicked, and then number 7, Vanish Bertel, was there. And because the goalie touched it, Taylorville will take a corner kick, I believe. And taking that corner kick is number 8, John Martinson. After the whistle blow, and then he put his hands up, and the kick is up, and Noah Barnes gets on it. And then table defenders staying back, and now somebody else coming to get it with Ben Peabody watching, with Lincoln Coffee watching weather on the backside, and then Jace McMillan gets a touch, gets a head touch, and then the ball now is being chased down. Brody Garrett, the goalie for Taylorville, has to retreat with the ball kicking out of the end zone. Taylorville will take a goalie kick with 4 minutes in. Still nothing. This game is also live streamed on TommyTV for tonight. If you couldn't able to come, make sure you tune in on there. Ben Peabody gets a touch, motion people into go, and back to Noah Barnes. Barnes trying to do some fancy footwork. He still has it. And then he still has it again, and then Lincoln Coffee sends it up to Adam Cunnington, and then Alan Cunnington sells it under, give it back to Ben Peabody. He's still making moves, and then the ball got stolen with Vanish Bertel, one of the 4 seniors, and then the ball being kicked, and then Brody Garrett calls everybody. No, he just kicked it. He did call everybody off, and then he kicked it, and then John Martinson. And then Anthony Riveco gets it, and then he still has it, and is still going up with it, and then John Martinson trying to save it before the black line. He did not, and then Vandalia sets a third end. Third end is towards the sideline, and then 2 players going after it with Franklin, and then the ball still kept alive by Jacob Franklin. Franklin kicked it up to Anthony Riveco. Riveco still dribbling with it, and then kicked it backwards, and then Ben Peabody with a send up, and then the ball now is sprint free, but now the ball is still back in, still in Taylorville zone, and now the ball's in the midfield of kicking it to the sideline. Jacob Franklin stopped it, and then he kicked it out of bounds. Vandalia with the third end coming in off of Jacob's head, and then Jace McMillan trying to sew under it, and then he does. He kicked it up to Ben Peabody. And then Ben Peabody trying to send it to the sideline, but number 11 trying to get there, and then Jacob Franklin, one of the senior leaders, got the ball knocked out of bounds, forced Taylorville reset on their defense with 7 minutes in. Still nothing, nothing. Third in coming in from Vandalia, and then the third is in, and then Brody Garrett makes a stop, and then Taylor will go back and retreat. Brody Garrett with a free ball in the middle of the field, and then gets sent up, and Jacob Franklin sends it up to Ben Peabody, and then Peabody still dribbling with it without getting stolen, and then the Vandalia's middle line has it, and then Martinson trying to get a touch. And then number 6, Vanish Bertel set to turn into for Taylorville, and then he thirds it in towards Anthony Riveco. Riveco trying to compete with it on the sideline, and then Ben Peabody is stolen as ball is kicked towards the other sideline. And then Taylorville will get to third end with Lincoln Coffee. Coffee heads up to Noah Barnes, but Noah Barnes never turned around, and then the ball gets retrieved, and Brody Garrett kicks it up high in the air down towards the visitor sideline, and the ball is still in play, and finally now it's out of play. Whistle being blown after Vandalia makes a substitution, and then the ball off of a head of Taylor's player, and then sold it in by number 7, Adam Cunnington, trying to give it back to Riveco. Ben Peabody has it. Ben Peabody trying to get through, and then Riveco and Vantage Bertel is there, and then whistle is blown. And then a free kick from Vandalia coming off of the foot, and then Vantage Bertel trying to get there. And then Taylor thought he touched it with his hands, call. And then Franklin with this other guy trying to Franklin can kick it back into the outside. Brody Garrett retreats back as Vandalia puts the ball in their zone. And then a goal from Vandalia. Yes, 22. From Vandalia was Xander Gibson there, as with 10 minutes into the game, Vandalia was up 1-0. And then the ball is saved on that sideline between Riveco and this other players, and the Ben Peabody stows the ball, and then he stows it, and then he shoots it, and then he was just over the goal post. And then Vandalia, good play there from Taylorville, and then Vandalia will take a player kick from the Taylorville end zone. And then chasing down the sideline, and then 2 players let that go, and then Lincoln Coffee set the third in from the opposite sideline, visitor sideline and then the ball kick in the middle with somebody else going to get it, and now the ball's been sent up, and number 13 kicked it back towards Ben Peabody, and then Ben Peabody trying to make a move, sent it up to Anthony Riveco. He could not, and then the ball, Anthony Riveco chasing after it, he saved it, and it's to Vantage Bertel. Bertel with the pass to Peabody. Peabody back to Riveco. Riveco still has it in the end zone, and then the ball is finally kicked out by Vandalia, and then And then Taylorville will looks like could be a corner on this side. And then set to take the corner is number 8, John Martinson. And then with Franklin in the middle of the Vandalia's goalie, and the ball is kicked up. And then two-player falls down. Smart play from Lincoln Coffee as no harm, no foul. And then the ball is still dribbled in between Jace McMillan. And then the ball finally got sent down to the sideline. Lincoln Coffee with another kick. Then did not get it control. And Jacob Franklin come out the top within the middle. And then Franklin trying to make a move. And he does. And he's trying to send it to Anthony Riveco. And then the ball getting chased down. And Brody Garrett has to retreat. And then Brody Garrett makes the save. And then he free kick, Weather, in the middle of the field. Two players battling after it. And then Vandalia trying to send it to the middle. And then number 8 has it, but now the ball's kicked out. And then somebody still has it in Taylorville's zone. And Taylorville trying to do whatever they can, get it out of the zone. And then Franklin finally does. Towards the sideline, Noah Barnes getting chasing after it. And then when out of bounds will be a Vandalia throw-in. Substitutions being made from Vandalia. It's number 18. Replace number 4. And then thrown in from Vandalia towards that sideline. And two players has it. And then Noah Barnes salts it down. Ben Peabody has pretty much somebody coming behind him. And no one else is still dribbling with it. Sends it up to Anthony Riveco. And then the ball being kicked out of bounds from Vandalia. And then Taylor will get the throw in towards the long end zone with Peabody. And then the ball got popped up, rather. Then the ball still in the field of play, but not anymore with almost 20 minutes gone. Vandalia 1, Taylorville nothing with the ball still in Taylorville's zone, rather. And then Ben Peabody gets his foot on it. And then Ben Peabody trying to make a move, but he needs some help. And then the ball being dribbled out of bounds, and Taylorville still keeps the ball in their zone. And Noah Barnes set the third in. The ball is thrown in towards Jace McMillan, and then got stolen from Vandalia. Now the defense for Taylorville have to retreat with a free ball coming up with number 13. Trying to get there with Brody Garrett also backing up. Waits for that long shot. And then ball is out of the back of the end zone. And Taylorville will kick it away from the end zone. Then the ball still in Vandalia's zone, and then they have it, and then they shoot if their player falls down. And the ref is going to call another goal kick, and Taylor will get the ball back. It was beautiful weather outside today. It was raining earlier. And now we're going to have some soccer, and nice day to be outside. Sent up by Jacob Franklin and out of bounds, and Vandalia set the third, and the third is in towards Taylorville, and then they trying to clear it in the zone, and then that kick right there helps with a long kick from number 23 there. John Henson of Taylorville, and then Ben Peabody set the third in, and then he fake. And he throws it to Bertel. And then Ben Peabody looking to set up to number 23. And then Jacob Franklin trying to send it up, and he does. With their goalie right there, grabbed it, and then he drops back with a free kick. And then two, Anthony Riveco, Jacob Franklin knocked down to turf, and then no whistle being called, and then Taylorville now has get back on D. Franklin with a nice defensive play there, and Adam Cunnington trying to dribble up, and Ben Peabody was right there, and now the ball being popped up, and it will be still in play, and now it's out of play. It was out of Vandalia. Anthony Riveco, the senior, set to turn in. And he looks, and then thirds in towards in the middle of the field, and then ball sold it in by Ben Peabody, and then he makes a couple dribble moves, and then the ball then still alive between on that sideline, and then Vandalia come back the other way with it, and then Franklin trying to get it, and then Anthony Riveco has to go back and get it, and then Vandalia saved it between in their zones, and Brody Garrett, the goalie there, kicked the ball out of bounds, and then he can get back, allows the defense to get back. Substitution being made from Vandalia before this turn in. The third coming in from the other sideline, and off the head of Franklin, the Anthony Riveco still playing with it on the sideline, and then he's going to make sure that ball's off of Vandalia. He'll set the third in towards Franklin. Franklin trying to give it back to Riveco, and then Riveco looking to send it up, but did not work, and then the ball finally taking a shot, and then over the goal, and there will be a goalie kick for Taylorville. Interesting. I thought it was a goal kick, but they did call a corner kick from Vandalia. And then Taylorville trying to get the ball out of their zone, and then two players chasing after. Vandalia still has it in their zone, and then Brody Garrett just stopped it before it crossed the goal line, and then he rose it down here to Vanish Bertel, and then Franklin trying to provide some offense here from Taylorville, running it up to Ben Peabody, and then Taylorville finally has it back here with Ben Peabody keeps hustling and trying to save it before he gets out of the black line, and then the ball being told a Taylorville corner kick off the foot of Ben Peabody, and then he kicks it over to Noah Barnes, and then the ball is out of bounds, and then Taylorville will set the third in, and then the ball gets turned in towards John Martinson, and then he falls down, and then the ball finally got turned back in towards Adam Cunnington, and then he retrieves it with Anthony Riveco sending it up towards the goal, and then Ben Peabody gets it, and he still gets it, and then he takes a shot. The goalie made a good play as it was his hands right there deflected. Make sure it was deflected up top of the soccer goalpost and went out of bounds, and Taylorville will set for another corner. Almost 20 minutes in, still 1-0 Vandalia, and then Vandalia looks to make a substitution. Looks like senior number 14, Anthony Riveco, set to take the corner kick here for Taylorville. Whether and he placed the ball on the block line of the end zone, then kick it towards the goal.
Keep trying.
And then it was so close, and then Anthony Riveco retreats into the get it back, trying to give it to Vanish Bertel, and then Bertel still has it, and then Taylorville still have it in their zone, weather, and then finally is out of the zone with Franklin gets the foot on it. The number 23, Franklin gets his foot back on it. Vanish Bertel trying to save it, and he does it with clear zone, and Anthony Riveco trying to play a give and go, and then the ball now is out of bounds. Substitution being made now, third in towards number 23 from Vandalia, and then he falls down, and then John Martinson, number 13 right there, send it up. Now it's a free kick with Franklin one-on-one, and the ball is be able to save from Vandalia, and then he falls down, and then Anthony Riveco with the retreat, and Taylorville has no one down here, and then number 1 will be smart play from him to do. It's kicked out of bounds, and then Taylorville will throw the ball back in, and then turn it in, and with substitution being made, Jace McMillan replacing one of the seniors, Vanish Bertel. And then he gets a huge round of applause, gets a half up there from Coach Tim Carpack, and then Noah Barnes, and then the ball finally got retrieved, and then Ben Peabody, no way, he doesn't have it anymore, and then Ben Peabody set to take the corner kick for Taylorville. This will be their second corner. Jacob Franklin retreats in the middle as he's taller than everybody, trying to maybe get this goal for Taylorville, and then we had a close goal there with their goalie out of the box, and then the ball still being retrieved, and then finally Ben Peabody is there, and then Taylorville had a few shots, good shots on goal, and then Ben Peabody trying to play that give and go from Anthony Riveco. Ben Peabody with a slide save, and because of the save, they're going to say that it's Taylorville, another corner. Taylorville will take a third corner. Ben Peabody played like some baseball move out there with a sliding save. And then because he saved it and then went off of Vandalia, and then Taylorville will still have it in their zone. Anthony Riveco with the kick. And then Anthony Riveco, the senior, gets the goal from Taylorville as it's tied up 1-1 with 16:36 left in the first half. You like that? You like that? I like that too. And then Vandalia and then Taylorville with the minimum on their side, and then number 13 with the high kick towards in the middle to Adam Cunnington, and then Cunnington has to go back to get it, and then retreats it to Ben Peabody. Peabody was slowing it down, and then he looks to run, and then fakes, and then another fake, and then make the move backwards, and then giving it to Lincoln Coffey. Lincoln Coffey back to Ben Peabody, and then Peabody with a shot, and another goal off the foot of Ben Peabody with 26 seconds. Taylorville up 2-1. That was a 2 goals, and 26 seconds almost. And then with that being said, nothing like that. Taylorville is back on top, blinking an eye, and then another kickoff there from Mount Zion. And then Taylorville started to recognizing if they just shoot it over the goalie, as long as it's not up top the football post, going in every time. And if I'm Taylorville, I gotta like that respawn. They give up a goal. I don't know what time that was, but Taylorville respond with 2 goals of their own, and some people might say being answered, and Taylorville has 2 goals answered off of the one that was given up. Jace McMillan throws it in towards Ben Peabody, and then Ben Peabody boxes defender out weather, and then trying to get across, and then he does. Adam Cunnington gets another goal for Taylorville with 2 minutes in. Taylorville has 3 goals. That one by number 7, Adam Cunnington.
Goal by number 7, Adam Cunnington.
Now we have Cunnington with a goal. Anthony Riveco, the senior, started with the shot from Taylorville, and then Taylorville had 2 goals after that. So that's how you want to play on your senior night. And then Taylorville not keeping the pressure up, and then the ball being dribbled it out with the defense gets back, and then Anthony Riveco saves that ball from going past him as defender. That's what you're supposed to do. Levi Blissinger trying to get it, and then the ball being kicked towards the sideline, and then 2 people over there dribbling with it, and then the ball still in Vandalia's zone, and then with number 23, he's going to try to go to the sideline, and then he does. And then number 10 set the throw in from Vandalia with the third set right in the middle. Jacob Franklin almost to be able to save it, and he just cannot save it. And then they'll move closer, and then gets the ball thrown in over Anthony Riveco's head, and then ball sold in by Taylorville. And then Ben Peabody is still chasing after it. And then the ball is still alive. And then Vandalia has it, playing that give-and-go game, and then cross middle to number 18, and then he trying to get across. And number 11 trying to get a run. Brody Garrett retrieves back. And then outside's being called on Vandalia, and then Taylor realized that, and then Taylor will get a free kick. And then the ball by Vandalia get it to their zone, and then number 23, John Hankins gets it, and then Brody Garrett grabs it, prevent no goals, and then Vantage Bertel set to check in at the next whistle, and then Ben Peabody gets pushed. Ref sees that and then blows the whistle, and then Taylor will take another free kick. And then Anthony Riveco thought he can kick it. He picked it up, resets, and then now he kicks it. He already has one of the 3 goals tonight. And then Ben Peabody trying to go to Lincoln Coffee, and then the ball did not go to Lincoln Coffee and got retrieved. And then number 11 from Vandalia saves it, and then the ball's still alive, and then Chase McMillan still saved it, and then Anthony Riveco trying to get a chase, and then he does. And Anthony Riveco trying to let that go to the end zone. And then I believe they're going to call a corner for Vandalia, but Anthony Riveco wasn't going to let that go scored by them. So if I'm him, I'll take a corner rather than goal. And we have 2 cameras outside getting the great shots for you guys. And then Brody Garrett puts his hands on it, and then somebody from Taylorville able to kick that ball out, and then high kicked out of bounds. Way over on the other side of the track, and then the ball has to be retrieved. That's why you have ball boys and ball girls out there. And then goal kick from Brody Garrett, and then the ball is in the middle, and then Ben Peabody, and then number 22 falls down after he had the goal from Vandalia, and then Ben Peabody gets back up, and Noah Barnes still battling that sideline, and then the ref put his flag up saying it was out of bounds, throwing the ball back in, and then a header, then number 23, and then Anthony Riveco gets it, and then he gets it, get a new ball, and then fakes. Now he thirds in towards Ben Peabody. And then Ben Peabody with a high kick towards the sideline. And then the ball looks to be out of bounds again. And then Taylor will get closer to their goal and then set the third in again. 11 minutes, Taylor is up 3-1. And then the ball got thrown in towards Ben Peabody from Noah Barnes. And then Noah Barnes and Lincoln Coffee trying to shoot it, and he did not get enough of a foot on it. And then Vantage Bertel almost to be able to get it past everybody. And then Chase McMillan still trying to do that. And then the ball, number 23, number 13 Weather for Taylorville, trying to see if he can send it up, and then he does, and then another outside is being called 2 times. Vandalia being caught from Taylorville by being outside, and Taylorville will get a free kick from where they went outside, and then one of the seniors, Jacob Franklin, set to take the kick, almost white at the big field strike, and then Vanish Bertel Weather gets it, and then Ben Peabody still fighting for it, and the ball's still alive. And then Ben Peabody finally gets a foul called as he was being pushed. And then this is technically not a corner because the ball is still alive, but Taylor will get a free kick. And the ball is knocked out of there from the goal from number 30. From their goalie, Weather, and instead of taking a corner kick, it was not a corner kick, and then thrown in. Now it's a corner kick from Taylorville. And then looks like Anthony Riveco, the only goal provided by him for seniors, and then he'll set the ball down. And then he'll take the free kick from the corner. And then the kick is up from him, and then the ball, and then kicked out of back the end zone, and then good play from Vandalia. The ball got stopped, and then Anthony Riveco still attacking. And then the ball being sent up by Vandalia, and then number 20 trying to pass Jacob Franklin. Franklin says not today, and then the ball, and then he just kicked out of bounds, but and then the ball being free kick towards Taylorville's end zone, and then miss right it, and then Taylorville gets a freebie there, and then will take a goal kick from Brody Garrett after the ball boy tossing the new ball, and then go get the next one, and then touch pass to Jacob Franklin Weather, and then he's gonna dribble with it, see if he can send it up, and he saw the defender coming, and then send it towards the opposite sideline. Is not a good play here in soccer, as that's going out of bounds 95% of the time, and then Vandalia gets the ball into their zone, and then Lincoln Coffee, and then Ben Peabody, and then Ben Peabody makes some moves with a couple defenders, and then he's still fighting for it, and then the ball stolen back in, and then Ben Peabody gets it again, and then Adam Cunnington chasing for it, and then he forced the ball being kicked out of bounds. Taylorville will have the ball, but it is not a corner kick. It will be a thrown in from 2 of our seniors. Vanish Bertel to Peabody, and then Peabody makes a move, takes a shot, and then just deflected by their foot. Smart play from their defense, and then another smart play as he let the ball bounce, stayed in front of him, kept it in play, and then popped it up, and then number 13 puts his chest on it. Anthony Riveco gets it, makes a move, and then the ball's still alive. And then he tried. The coach told him a good effort. He was trying to play with the black line. And then the ref told Vandalia to back up. Turn from there, whistle is blowing, and then throwing in towards number 4. They knock it there off of his chest, and then Vantage Bertel gets it, and then number 10 gets it for Vandalia, and then Anthony Riveco gets there first, and then he says, get the ball back, and then he trying to play with his senior mate, Vantage Bertel, and then they were trying to play a give and go there, did not work, and then Taylorville still playing with the pressure, and then Jacob Franklin falls down for the second time, but this time Taylorville will get penalized for it, and then from the 50-yard line, Vandalia will take the free kick. Sun starts to come out. That's always a good sign. good sign weather. And then the ball being kicked, and then kicked it out of the to Brody Garrett's arm, and then he grabs it and then pops it up. And then the ball getting tossed in that corner. And then the ball being stolen back by Vandalia, but he plays to where no man's land, and Chase McMillan gets a touch on it, and then he stopped it again, and then Vantage Bertel has a free lane. He has nobody till right now, and then he's still dribbling with it. The coach is telling them keep going as he applying the pressure pretty good here. And then the ball be able to get sent out of bounds. Good play there from number 6, Vantage Bertel. With 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. 3-1 Taylorville. Then the ball being kicked, and then they're going to say that Taylorville ball. Franklin has a long arm set to third in towards Peabody. Peabody gets pushed again, and no whistle was blown, and then Franklin with that long arm towards it in towards Ben Peabody, and then the ball's still alive, and then number 15 saved it from Vandalia, and then the ball's still in Taylorville's zone. Noah Barnes knows he makes a move, and then trying to go to Lincoln Coffee, it did not work, and then Franklin, one of the best defenders, gets in the middle, make sure no one gets past him, and then the ball being tossed over here to Vandalia's zone, and then they still fighting with it, and then somebody then takes a long shot, and then the shot's out of the back of the end zone, and Taylorville's goalie kick. Then goalie kick from Brody Garrett is out of the end zone, but it's still in Vandalia's zone, and then it's not out of there yet, and then trying to give it back to him, and then he lost it, and then somebody else has it for Vandalia, and then he kicked it towards the sideline, and then Taylorville will take it the other way, but not a corner kick. Anthony Riveco set to thirds the ball all the way from the other side. And then he waits for people to move, and then they touched again, and then Anthony Riveco gets it closer, and then he'll third in again. He waits as the ref telling him to wait. The ref is one next to him. Tell him to wait. Substitution was made. Noah Barnes as number 8 replacing him, and then Anthony Riveco throws that ball in, and then towards Peabody, and then number 15 popped it up towards the sideline to the end zone, and then the ball is still alive. Then goalie kick for Taylorville, and then with under 2 minutes left in the first half, Taylorville's up 3-1. And then Vandalia trying to apply some pressure here, and then the ball gets sent by one of the Taylorville defenders, and then off of the chest of one of the players, and then good block there from number 8 as they were trying to kick it up, and number 8 blocked it. Good play from him, but Taylorville gets called for a push weather, and then for a handball weather, and then Vandalia is set to take a free kick. And then the ball in Taylorville's zone, and then the ball gets popped out of bounds, and then Vandalia will set to their end. They're trying to push in their zone as the ball gets in, and then if I'm Taylorville, I'll be sending that ball way out of bounds, so I'll take that weather, and then Ben Peabody gets it, and then send it to number 8, jump, and then back to Peabody, and then Peabody knows what he's doing. Applies the pressure, gets it back to Riveco. Riveco back to Peabody. They're trying to play and keep away here, and then long kick sent from Peabody, and then that's what Coach Tim Carback wanted, as that should end the first half with the score Taylorville 3, Vandalia 1, long throw in to finish the half. And then your halftime score is once again Taylorville 3, Mount Vernon 1. Take myself a short break, and then I'll be back here for the second half of action. And then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of our soccer game between Vandalia and Taylorville. And then Taylorville will go the other direction to defend our goal. And then Vandalia gets the kickoff to start the second half. They're down 2 goals, while Taylorville is up by 2 goals. And then Lincoln Coffee trying to get it for Taylorville. And then Jace McMillan gets it up top, and then still kicking with it. And then Ben Peabody come out of nowhere, gets it, and then Noah Barnes puts his foot on it, and then the ball is still in Vandalia's zone, and then our senior, Vanish Bertel, gets it down the sideline, and then fakes, and then kicks it back out. And then the ball being trapped, and then Vanish has it again, and then got past one, not the next, and then Ben Peabody come out with the pack with it, and then shoots it to our zone, and then shoots it again, and then just out of the end zone. Vandalia will take a goalie kick. And then the kick from their goalie got intercepted from Adam Cunnington Weather, and then Coffee has it, falls down. No whistle being called, and then free kick down the sideline, still in bounds, and then one of their players able to save it, kick it back, and send it back towards the sideline. Franklin says not today, and then gets the ball kind of in Taylorville's zone, and then the ball being kicked out of bounds now from Taylorville, and then from Vandalia Weather, and then Taylorville will turns the ball back in, and number 8, John Martinson, there with the touch, and trying to get to Lincoln Coffee Weather, he popped it up. Noah Barnes Weather is right there, and off the head of Peabody, and then Peabody shoots, and he scores! Had a little plan there with the goalie, and then number 2, Ben.
Tornadoes goal by number 2, Ben Peabody.
And then with 3 minutes in, Table is up 4-1. The other 3 goals, if you guys missed it, were by Anthony Reveco. And then the ball sent high up from Vandalia in the Taylorville zone, and then Franklin is back there, and then he trying to save it, and then he does save it back into play, and then number 9 has it, and then Taylorville not letting it pass to the defenders, and then has it again, and then Ben Peabody has it again, and then the ball's still live in Taylorville's zone, and then number 8, and then Taylorville set to turn back in. And then the ball being free kick from Vandalia, and then Franklin has to retreat, not get the pass him, and then Taylorville player chasing after it, and then keep it within the line, and then want to play there, and then the ref still gonna say Taylorville's ball thrown in from number 8 Weather, and then the ball went out of bounds again, and then Vandalia set to throw in towards that sideline, and then the ball touched by Taylorville, and then Vandalia set to throw the ball back in off the head of number 13, and Vanish Bertel gets his foot on it, kept it in, and then Vandalia with the kick, high kick, and then Brody Garrett puts his 2 hands up and catch the ball for Taylorville, and then he drops kick down to sideline, and then 2 Taylorville players, and then off the head of Vandalia player, and then the ball's still live in that sideline, and then still alive, and then finally is out, and then Taylorville will throw the ball in. And then Taylor with Vintage Patel gets the ball and then run out of bounds. And then Vandalia is set to turn in. 5 minutes gone. 4-1 Taylorville. And then the ball with no whistle, Jacob Franklin right there like book and then intercepted for Taylorville. And then Ben Peabody 2 dribbles with it and sends it up and then to Vanish Patel. And then Vanish Patel has room to dribble it up if he wants, and then he does, and then gets stolen by number 4. And then the ball was out of bounds. Rather, Taylorville will throw it in and hit the header. And then Vandalia is still trying to get it, and then they get it. Jacob Franklin reach, and then gets the ball back into the center, and then Anthony Riveco has not had a breather since halftime, and then he gets the ball back in, and Ben Peabody still has it, and then Ben Peabody sent it to no man's land, and then number 1 has it, and then he kicks it towards the sideline. That looks to be out of bounds. Taylor's ball. And then a header went out of bounds again, and then they're going to say that Taylor balls again. And then the ball intercepted by Ben Peabody is sent it towards Noah Barnes. Noah Barnes makes the move, send it to Lincoln Coffey. Lincoln Coffey pops it up, and then trying to put his body back down, and then Ben Peabody with a shot, and no good. And then the ball gets turned back in. And then Vandalia will set to take a goalie kick. And then the kick from one of their players, whether, and then popped up off the foot of Adam Cunnington. And then Noah Barnes did not try to save it. And then the ball set to turn in by Vandalia, and then Jacob Franklin right there like book intercepted, and then Ben Peabody has it up the sideline to Adam Cunnington in the end zone, and then it was it out where did he touch it, and looks like they're gonna say that one of the Vandalia player touched it. Taylor gets a break. Anthony Riveco ready to set the ball down and then take a free kick. Anthony Riveco already have one of the 4 goals tonight. Ben Peabody has the other. And then the free kick from Riveco is up. And then another table corner kick, and then he'll do it again. The second corner kick from Anthony Riveco after the ref slows everybody back down, and then ref backs away, and then Anthony Riveco takes the corner kick, and then the ball brought back up from Vandalia, and then they were able to clear it. And then the ball still down in the sideline, and now it's saved it and still alive. And then Brody Guerra has to retrieve. Whistles blown. Outside's being called again. Third outside being called on Vandalia, and then Taylor gets 3 free kicks, rather. And then the kick, high kick, back to our zone, and then Vanish Patel gets there first. And then he trying to keep it, and then gets intercepted. Chase McMillan fights for it. Back to Patel. Patel wasn't quite there ready. Number 8 almost got there, and then the ball got kicked back round, and then Vantage Patel sent it back to McMillan. McMillan trying to send it up, and then the ball, and then finally sells in for Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody to Noah Barnes. Noah Barnes back to Peabody, and then the ball, Adam Cunnington trying to save it. He does. And nice hustle there from Adam Cunnington. I thought he saved it. And just barely out, number 23. set to check in for number 30, Jace McMillan, and then the ball gets dribbled in the middle of the field, and then Vandalia trying to let Tavo, and then they're going to say Tavo's ball, and then Anthony Riveco, Vanish Bateau, Wade Sorrell, and Jacob Franklin's the four seniors for the soccer team, and then they were just getting introduced earlier today at 4:15 for their senior introduction, and then hopefully the boys will win this game, and then hope they'll have a great career after soccer, and then the ball gets knocked down in the end zone, but no harm, no foul, and then the ball is kicked, then and then the ball being retrieved, and then to number 23 trying to get there first, and then say the ball's still alive, and then whistle was blown. And then a free kick from Vandalia, and then Lincoln Coffee retrieves and then kicks it, trying to get it to Adam Cunnington. He did get there, and then the ball still in table zone, and then the ball was just touched by Noah Barnes, and then Vandalia set to third end. Levi Bissinger sets to check in for Vinish Bertel, one of the seniors, and then Ben Peabody is intercepted at third end, and then he has free lane. If he wanted to take the shot, he makes another move, and another move, and another move, and then he falls down. No whistle was called, and then the ball's still in table zone, and then Adam Cunnington trying to gets it back to Riveco. Riveco, it looks like, no, they said goal kick. Weather. Number 22 has the only goal for Vandalia earlier back in the first half, and then we are under 30 minutes left here in the second. Tavo has 3 goals, and that's why they're up 4-1. Then the ball gets intercepted by Ben Peabody, and then Lincoln Kofke falls down. Still no whistle being blown, and then number 23 trying to take a shot at it, and then one goal for him, and another Vandalia's goal kick. A corner weather. Anthony Riveco set to take his third corner kick for Taylorville, putting his hands up, and then kick is out from back in the end zone, and then looks like Ben Peabody gets his second goal of the night.
Tornado goal by number 2, Ben Peabody.
Whether a hat trick there for Ben Peabody, he has 3 goals, but Anthony Riveco thus gets the assist off of his foot, and then Tavo leads 5-1. And then the ball put in back into play. Vandalia has not really done much on this side. Garrett, and then the ball being kicked. And then number 13 saved it for Taylorville, and then the ball's not in play anymore, and then they're going to say that Taylorville turns in from the opposite side of the corner, and then turn in again. And then Noah Barnes trying to retrieve with Anthony Riveco. Anthony Riveco still has it. And then the ball getting kicked. Brody Garrett thinking about coming out of the box, but he retrieves it, and then the ball still alive in play, and Noah Barnes gets it. And then I'm sure Anthony Riveco probably telling him to kick that ball out, but he did not. And then the ball finally was kicked out by Vandalia, and then no harm, no foul. And then looks like Tim Carback has moved his senior Jacob Franklin up to striker. And sounds like our senior Anthony Riveco will take this kick from the end zone. The kick is off of his foot, got it over, and then gets intercepted, and then another shot, and then another ball was no good, wide of the net. And then a whistle was below. Number 22 has Vandalia's lone goal, sets a check back in, and then Anthony Riveco gets it from the goalie, and then he takes a few dribbles, send it up towards Ben Peabody. He has it within control, and then he sells it back down, and now he sends it towards Coffee, and then did not work as Jacob Franklin was so close intercepting it. And then Ben Peabody still makes a move back to Adam Cunnington. Cunnington give it back to Peabody. Peabody trying to send it up to Adam Cunnington. Then he did the right thing, just kicked the ball out of the end zone, out of bounds. And then Vandalia is set to take a corner kick. And then the corner kick is taken all the way to the other side. And then number 23 saved it for Taylorville. And then the ball's still alive in play, and then still alive. And now it's out. They're going to say Taylorville's throw in. And then the ball gets tossed in from Vandalia, intercepted from Taylorville. And then Anthony Riveco sends it up to Jacob Franklin. Franklin gets it to Lincoln Coffee. He is wide open, and they're going to call all sides on Taylorville. And then Vandalia is set to take the free kick, and the kick is up and over, and Anthony Riveco gets on it, and then Adam Cunnington gets on it, let it go out of bounds, and then Vandalia's ball again. And then was kicked up towards the Mount Vandalia's zone, and then the ball's still alive in play. And still alive in play. Good job there from Taylorville. Keep that ball, but now they have to be ready with a shot. And no goal as Brody Garrett put his hands up. Saved the goal from going into the net, and then Taylorville gets no harm, no foul, and then goalie kick. 21:40 left in the game. Taylorville's up 5-1. Anthony Riveco set to take the kick out of the end zone, and then Ben Peabody puts his head on it first. And then Adam Cunnington, and then Anthony Riveco read that, and then retrieves it, and then saves it. Then Vandalia is set to turn in. Number 9 set to turn in. Levi Bussinger gets a good hands, and then Anthony Riveco gets the ball back from Garrett, and then he kicks it towards Peabody, and then Ben Peabody has to sell the ball back in. Here comes pressure from Vandalia, and then high kick out of the back of the end zone, and how about them Cubs? And the postseason starts October 5th. Here. Yeah, I think that's October 5th. And then the ball, Anthony Riveco. Brody Garrett trying to come out, but he could not. But Anthony Riveco got his back, and then the ball still in the end zone. And then nice goal there from number. With that being said, the score is 5-2.
Goal by number 9, Arkan Mustafa.
And then the ball finally Lincoln Coffee chasing after it. Lincoln Coffee has it, takes a shot. And then the ball gets intercepted again, and then Vandalia, somebody else had it, and then Tavo will get the ball back. And then third in from number 7, or 6, then kicked it off of Tavo, and then takes a shot right to the goalie's hands as he made a catch, and then number 6 trying to retrieve, but Anthony Riveco has a header. Noah Barnes sells it back down, and then out of bounds, Vandalia's ball. And then number 10 sends it up to number 9, has a goal, and then he plays, and Brody Garrett says, "Give me that," and then he grabs it, rolls it down to Vanish Bertel, one of the seniors, and then he trying to give it to Peabody, and then Peabody wasn't quite ready for it, and then Vandalia with Adam Cunnington still fighting for it, and then number 21 gets there, and then both two table player falls down, no whistle being called, and then takes a shot, and then knocked out of there from Brody Garrett. He used his hands to knock it out, and then no harm, no foul, and nice play there from the junior, Brody Garrett. And then out of Vanish Patel dribbled the ball still, and finally sells it back down, give it to Peabody. Peabody kicks it up to Coffee, and then their goalie did the same thing, calls everybody off, and then grabs it from Vandalia, and then he long throw towards the 40, and then the ball gets kicked up there from number 10 towards the sideline. And the ball's still in play, and not anymore. they put Adam Cunnington Weather back to striker and then have Anthony went back to defense. And then the ball, Taylorville played a little bit, as in, no, he didn't touch it, and then he didn't touch it. Thrown in from Taylorville towards that sideline, and then popped it up from Vandalia, and then two players chasing after off the head of both, and then finally gets controlled. Number 11 gets controlled. Brody Garrett kicks the ball up from his goalie possession, and then number 9 has it, one of the 2 goals from Vandalia, and then Anthony Riveco has it, and then trying to kick it, number 9 trying to kick it, and then Brody Garrett finally kicks it towards to the 40, and then popped it up from number 9, and then gonna land in the middle of the field, and then off the head, and then Coach Carpback likes what he sees, and then Brody Garrett with another catch, and then he drops kick towards the sideline where Finish Bertel is, and then Vandalia still applying some pressure, and then Jacob Franklin intercept the ball. And then the ball's still in play at that sideline. You never know it was in play or out of play, that sideline. I mean, and then the ball being chased, and then another outside being called on Vandalia as the whistle blew before he even took a shot attempt. Jace McMillan and John Martinson set to check in as the ball being launched towards Taylorville zone and then popped it up. And then Anthony Riveco trying to slow it back down, but he couldn't do it on his own. But then Brody Garrett knocks the ball out of the end zone, out of the goal weather again, and then Brody Garrett able to retrieve. And then another kick from Vandalia. Brody Garrett had an easy one that time, grabs it, and he's been getting pressured a lot as the opposite goalie is not. And then number 13 still trying to chase it. And then the ball is still alive in Vandalia's zone weather. And then somebody takes a shot. And then another knockout from Brody Garrett. He had a couple of those tonight. And with being the goalie, you will use your hands. They'll use your hands anytime you want. I mean, he had 3 knockout of the knock the ball out of the net. Jace McMillan set to check in, so is Noah Barnes. And they'll replace 23 and number 6, Vanish Bertel, 21, comes out as well. His senior night, so I don't know if Vanish Bertel is going to be sent on the bench for long, just probably grabbing a quick drink, and then he'll probably get to check back in here pretty soon. And then Brody Garrett knocks the ball out again. The other team almost had less goals than Brody Garrett had more knockouts. Lene Neal in the studio, and then a couple of our cameras up top of the press box. Want to give a shout out to our camera crew, and then Adam Vokes and Mr. Hornson back in the studio for this awesome broadcast. and then they still have it in their zone, and then Adam Cunnington sends it up to Riveco. Riveco playing a give and go, and then Adam Cunnington has all sorts of room, sends it back to Riveco. Anthony Riveco sends it to the side for Lincoln Coffee, and then Lincoln Coffee gets called for offsides, Weather, and then Ben Peabody chase after, and then the ball gets out of bounds, and then Taylor set to third the ball back in with Peabody, and then he thirds it, and then pops it up by Adam Cunnington, and then the ball retrieved by number 10 from Vandalia, and then number 2 Ben Peabody gets out of danger, and then Jace McMillan still has it, sends it up to Noah Barnes, and Noah Barnes sends it up towards Taylorville zone, and then ball being and then Anthony Riveco shoots it, kind of look like shot, and then ball being touched, and I don't think that will be a corner kick, but it's not, and then Adam Compton right there thirds into Riveco. Riveco gets the ball. He already have an assist from the corner that kick that he took earlier, and then John Martinson sends the ball way out. And then the ball was out of bounds. Well, Tim probably will give the starters 6 more minutes and then take them out so they can have an ovation for the seniors. Anthony Riveco, Vintage Bertel, Roy Sorrell, and Jacob Franklin. And then Ben Peabody is set to take the kick. And the kick is up towards Lincoln Coffee. And then Lincoln Coffee almost had a head goal. Then was just wide, and then sets the ball back down, and then ready to kick again, and then the ball being dribbled by Peabody. Peabody makes a move, and then the ball's still alive, and then send it to Brody Garrett. Then Brody Garrett knows he can't touch it, and then back here in the Vandalia zone with under 8 minutes left in the game, and then Brody Garrett grabs it before they shoots it, and Brody Garrett retrieved the ball and then kicks it up towards the sideline, and then Jacob Franklin sends the ball out, and then good play from him, and out of danger, Jace McMillan chasing after it, and then stops the ball, and then McMillan still has it in that corner, still not on the track yet, and then now he's out of track, and then Jace McMillan sets the third and back in. 23 sets a check in for Brusinger, and then number 20 set the check in the game for Vandalia as the ball is still in play, and number 23 has it and then gets stolen back. And then Ben Peabody now has it with the wide open. He sends it, trying to send it up, but cannot. And then he gets it to 23. 23 trying to send it up, and then he kicked it towards the sideline. And then Lincoln Coffee has it. Lincoln Coffee falls down, but no whistle was being called, and then he trying to go up there again, and then kick it up there, and then in the end zone, but the ball's still in play, and then good play from Vandalia. They kept the ball in play. The number 8, John Martinson, still has it, and then the ball is kicked out of bounds, Weather, and then with under 5 minutes left, Taylorville 5, Vandalia 2. Ben Peabody has 3 goals in tonight's game, and then Adam Cunnington has the other, and then Anthony Riveco has the 5th goal for Taylorville, and then the ball dribbled it back out into Taylorville's zone, and then Taylorville dribbled it into their zone, but called Vandalia for free goalie kick, Weather, and then chasing it out of bounds. Vandalia set the third end with a quick little hurry up. Ben Peabody intercept the ball. Then the ball's still in play, and the ref's gonna let that slide. Nice play there. Then Brody Garrett grabs it for Taylorville, and then able to do his drop kick. And then number 8 with the header, and then another whistle was blown. And then Ben Peabody kicked it up towards Lincoln Coffee, and then the ball grabbed it by their goalie, and then he rose it down here. Noah Barnes gets his foot on it. Anthony Riveco sends it up to Jace McMillan, and then number 1 gets it, and then ball's still in play. Now it's out of play, and then Noah Barnes gets it. Then Anthony Riveco trying to get it, and then somebody took a shot from Taylorville, and then goalie grabs it again. Another roll down there from Taylorville, and then number 8, John Martinson, and then whistle blow. And Taylorville kicked the ball from the end zone. Anthony Riveco gets his foot right there on it. Still has 20 of room, and then dribbled it and then sent it up. Brody Garrett makes the sprint, comes back out, and then kicks it up toward near midfield. And then taking it back out of their zone, and then still has it. Then whistle is blown. And then want to give a huge shout out to our seniors. They are once again Anthony Riveco, Vintage Bertel, Wade Sorrell, and Jacob Franklin, and then looks like Taylor will come out on top with their senior night win. We are under 40 seconds left in the game, and then ball is out of bounds. And then set the third in is Vandalia, and then the third is in. The ball gets touched and then kicked the weather, and then Taylor still retrieves it. And then Ben Peabody still has it. Peabody still has it with 20 seconds.
But I do have to go. I'm leaving at 2:30 to go take cross country with Steve.
And then the ball set to third in towards Adam Cunnington, and then number 23 has it. Adam Cunnington still has it, and then Taylorville will come up on top on senior night with the win, with the final score: Taylorville 5, Vandalia 2. Well, once again, thanks to the seniors and their parents for the years that they put in for our soccer program, and then want to say good wish luck to the seniors. They are once again Anthony Viveco, Ray Soto, Jacob Franklin, and Danish Bertil. And then until next time, my name's Tanner. Thanks for watching. That was a good win, wasn't it?
You're watching TommyTV.